The light's like right all up in the banner. It's kind of a little sideways view right there. The light's kind of killing it though. Take care of that light. Take care of that shit. I have to get some other light going on here. Alright. There we go. That's more like it. So what's cracking, everybody? I just wanted to get on here and let everybody know that I'm still alive. I'm still breathing. That I'm not in jail. A couple people thought maybe I might be in jail. Man, I've been out a few years now, and with the way my mind is running, and with what I'm doing and stuff like that, I couldn't see myself getting back up into crime at all. I mean, it's just not something that I even think about. But I do like to do these lives. I didn't want to do a live last week because, you know, it was Thanksgiving weekend, and, you know, I dropped a video on Thanksgiving. I set it to be dropped on Friday, but it dropped, I guess I messed up the days, and it dropped on Thanksgiving. And I've actually got another one that's uploading right now as we speak. It's basically the video that I'm getting ready to drop is my experience of dating an SWJ woman. And if you know what an SWJ woman is, that's a social justice warrior woman I dated. Very, very, very hardcore left-wing progressive type of a woman. And it's not that I have anything against that, because I think I've explained it to you guys before that I don't really take a political side. And one of these days I'm going to drop a video and I'm going to explain to you why I don't take a political side. Because I think this country could do without either party, to be perfectly honest with you. I think this country should just get rid of the political party system. I think it's a sham, it's a scam, and it's a way for corruption to continue. If they got rid of that party system in politics and everybody just did it, you know, but still it probably wouldn't change because people would still have their leanings. You know, but I'm starting to like branch out, as you could see, as you could probably tell. I don't really like to do a lot of prison stuff. You know, I don't really like to tell you all these glorified war stories of bravado and all that shit like that, because to be perfectly honest with you, I mean, I think you could get all that somewhere else. You know, I'm trying to kind of like break into different industries and talk about different things. Basically, the whole gist of it is to, you know, show the world that somebody that can come out of prison and they could break out of that imprisoned mind. That's really the goal, man. It's to show society that somebody can actually break free from that. So it's like I spent all of these years in prison. I spent over 2 decades going in and out of these prisons. I mean, why do I really want to continue to invest any of my thinking and my thoughts in reliving all those bad memories? Because, you know, listen to some of these guys, they talk about how, yeah, man, I had fun in prison and all this and this and that. And I ain't gonna lie, man, there's been a lot of times where I've had a lot of fun in prison, but it's still prison nonetheless. You know, you're incarcerated, you're under the gun, you don't know if you're gonna live or die from one day to the next. I mean, one bad riot could kick off and you could be dead. I have a story that I'm getting ready to share with you guys. The time that I choked on my food in the chow hall, and I thought I was gonna die. Wait till you hear this story, though. I mean, that kind of stuff, you know, I'm gonna share with you because it's funny, it's entertaining, but man, I really did think I was gonna die. I really did think I was gonna die choking on some food, because there wasn't nobody who knew how to do the Heimlich maneuver, and the homies were freaking out. Everybody's freaking out. Somebody thought. For a second there, they thought I was getting rushed. They thought I was getting like taken out. It was like, get out. Was, you know, I'm gonna save it for the video, but it's yeah. I thought I was gonna die, man. I really did. If I wouldn't have, anyways, I'll save it for the video. I don't want to kill the surprise for you, but it's entertaining, man. I'm shit stuff like that. You know, I remember different dreams and shit. I used to like break down my dreams. I told you before in another video that I did. I used to do like a dream breakdown. I had a dream journal, and I used to break them down, right, and try to interpret what they mean. And you'd be surprised at what kind of stuff you learn about yourself by breaking down your dreams. I think it was like one of the biggest moments of my being able to advance my thinking and break free from that mindset. Because people in prison, believe it or not, they're dialed into the herd mentality, just like people out here in society. They're controlled by their optics and the optical illusion and all that stuff that I talk about. It's crazy, though, to think about it. But, I mean, yeah, man. I like to talk about a lot of stuff that's going on around us. I don't know if any of you remember that interview that I dropped with Jaime from Road to Redemption, his channel. Well, me and him talked last night on the phone, and he's talking a lot about, you know, child sex scandals, you know, how people are like the human trafficking and stuff that's going on in this country, and all these political bigwigs that are involved, and these Hollywood celebrities and all the rest of the trash that we see every day on our TV when we turn on. It's crazy, man, to think about how involved the people, our external stressors, our programmers, the people that tell us what to think, believe, act, and feel from day to day. It's crazy how much control those people have on everything. Just look at what they're doing with that Rodney Reed case. I mean, they make it real convincing that everybody is fabricating the story on this dude, and all these women are lying, and there's an explanation for every single rape that he has surrounding him. And like I said, I'm not trying to condemn the man to death, but you got to ask yourself, man, if it walks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck, right? It's just too coincidental that he has all these sexual assaults surrounding him, and yet they're trying to convince all of us this dude there's no way possible he could have murdered this woman. I don't know, man. They found his DNA all over her. They found his saliva all over her. And it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, it's, you ain't going to get me to sign no petition for some creep like that. Especially after what he did to that 12-year-old girl. And then they try to debunk it and say, oh, well, this, and that. His DNA was a potential match for like 5,000 other people in the area or some bullshit. That's not how DNA works, by the way. It don't work that way, right? If I fucking hack up a lung and spit it onto the wall right here, right, and leave it there for however long, they could scrape the sample off and they could still trace it to me. They have my DNA in the database. They have all of our DNA in the database. Anybody that's been in the system. You're not going to get away from DNA. That's why a lot of people, when they do crimes, if you've ever seen that movie, I forget what the movie was called. It was with Ben Affleck where they were robbing banks. Bleach all over everything, right? And that was to neutralize or destroy the DNA. You can't like take a piece of DNA and say, well, you know, it's inconclusive, but you know, you're not ruled out. It's yours or it's not yours. And that's how DNA works, man. It's pretty clear cut and dry. So I actually found the sister for one of Rodney Reed's victims. And she left a couple of comments on the video, and I'm trying to get at her because I want to interview her. I want to interview her sister. Because I think that their stories need to be heard by all of yous. So, because I know that there's a lot of you on there that agreed with what I said, and there's a couple other people that have gone on record in saying that there's something not right about this dude, but most of the fucking herd mentality, the Hollywood-controlled drones, are all over it like, oh yeah, man, he's innocent. He's innocent. This is racism. This is a conspiracy. It's this, it's that, and the third. And they're trying to say that the husband covered it all up because he's law enforcement. But see, the city that he worked for as a police officer didn't even have jurisdiction over that crime. It was the DPS. And if you live in Texas, you know the DPS is Department of Public Safety. Pretty much like the equivalent to the California Highway Patrol. And they had jurisdiction over that whole thing, them and the Texas Rangers. So, miss me with the bullshit, man. We know what the truth is. I hate fucking sex offenders, man. I don't hate a lot of people. I don't hate a lot of things. But I can't stand people men who assert their power over people that they know that are powerless to them. People, you know, women, elderly people, young girls, young boys even. They push that power and control over them, and they take something from them against their will. I don't agree with taking anything against somebody's will. And to also do that to a child doesn't really have a developed mind enough to understand what's going on. And you take advantage of that. It's taking advantage of a weakness. I don't like this shit. I don't like bullies. I've said it before. I can't stand bullies. And this is where we at, man. But yeah, I dated a social justice warrior woman, and I'm sharing the tale with you about it. I got the video working on an upload. It's taking forever. My internet speed's kind of slow in this area, but it's not only my internet service, it's slow. Everybody's internet in this area is like that. Even the best hotel in the city, which is 2 blocks from my house, their internet's like this. So for some of you trolls to say, man, you need to get a better internet service, this is the best you can get. I got the best internet you can get in the area. And sometimes it just doesn't work out. Also wanted to let you know that if you're familiar with Lance off the yard, Big Lance off the yard, I actually started to interview him last week, but it was a bad connection with his phone. Hopefully I'm going to be able to get that done maybe tomorrow or next week. I got kind of behind, man. To be perfectly honest with you, I just purchased, if some of you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you know that I just went and opened a line of credit at Best Buy and bought me a new TV and an Xbox and Modern Warfare and all that. And I've been straight stuck on that shit, man. Look. You see it over there? See, that's where I put Tupac, over there in the corner. So, yeah. But yeah, I just want to let you all know that I'm still alive. Go ahead and check out some of your comments. I'll start from the beginning. All right, End Zone, what's up? Seattle 301, yeah, what's up, homie? Okay, Jacob Boston, Travis Helms, Angel Lopez, Michael Romo. From Inside Out, what's up, man? Base Chef Padlan. Well, maybe afternoon where you're at, man, but it's early evening here, my brother. Angel Lopez, what's up, my boy? Yeah, Nico, doing a live show today, my man, because I didn't want to. A lot of yous want to spend some time with your family, right? Let me see here. Is the goatee straight? Keep getting people telling me my goatee ain't straight. Look. I'm straight. Looks pretty straight to me, man. But like I said, I got one side of my face is like fuller than the other. I had a dislocated jaw once upon a time, and it's fucked me up for ever since. Okay, John, thank you. John DGAF. Ray, what's up, man? Gilbert, what's cracking, my boy? Eddie Osai, what's up, man? Jose Garcia, Cody David, Iman Ekhoff, Herman A, Stone 86, what's up, my brother? Good to see you here. Big Daddy Bronco, Keith Bullis, Rafana Freya. I hope I said that right, man. Please forgive me if I butchered it. The Road to Redemption, my boy. There it is. There's Jaime right there, by the way. Freedom Lifestyle, The Road to Redemption. That's my man right there, Jaime. We're going to be doing some shit. Aggie 87. Right wing, left wing, same turkey. Exactly. Exactly. Same fucking shit. It's just a coin, one's heads and one's tails. And they're switch hitters, man. They decide which one's going to be the top and which one's going to be the bottom. Tamara, what's up? Herman. George Caius. Phase Rug. Try to hit that like button. Randall Whitley, it looks like a question to see. Brother, my little brother did 33 and a half months and was almost killed when he violated and was sent to work release, and he refrains from discussing it at all costs because he still has nightmares. Exactly. I mean, it's cool, man. I mean, I support a lot of these channels, right? People getting on there and talking, but I'm gonna do a video. It's in the queue. I'm gonna be doing a video about getting on YouTube and exposing game and how it has repercussions. And when you hear what I gotta say, and please share it around, share that video around, because when you hear what I gotta say, you'll understand it a lot better. It makes a lot more sense to understand why, I get on certain people that get on social media or on YouTube and expose game. Because one thing that you have to remember, that there is a lot of good men and women, regardless of, they made mistakes in their lives, got involved in gangs, drugs, whatever. A lot of people doing a lot of time in there, and they have to live in there. So when you've got people out here making videos exposing a bunch of secrets, what do you think's going to happen? The one thing that I don't know if all of you are familiar with, but go ahead and familiarize yourself with it. Go to your studio section of your channel, because each and every one of you has a YouTube channel if you're on YouTube. Right? You have the ability to drop videos, do all that shit. Go look at YouTube's guidelines. And then the first things that they said is, warning, we share everything with law enforcement. Yes, they share everything with law enforcement, with Homeland Security, with whoever. And you got to understand that, man. And it's like, if I get on here and I start talking about some stuff that could get somebody crossed up on the inside, I'm basically making that person's life harder than it already is. And I mean, the main goal of prison is to remove somebody who is what's considered to be a threat to society out of society and put them into a confined facility that, with the theory and the intended goal, is to rehabilitate that person and to restore them to the person they were before they committed crimes. That's the whole mission statement of what a prison is. That may not be what it is, but that's what it's titled as. That's the description of what a prison is. So people got to live in there. They're already separated from their family, from life, from everything. They got these little things in there that they get, their little contraband and stuff that makes the time a lot easier. Why make it harder for them? Why make it harder than it already is? That's pretty much all I'm saying. That's how I feel about the exposing game. Nay Springfield, Yonda, Sandman, Ron B. Yeah, Ron B. If you were to train in MMA, it can't hurt in self-defense. I can tell you that right now. Dago Viking, what's good with you? Right back. Yeah, Dana, Rodney Reed is definitely a diaper sniper, what he did to a 12-year-old child. Doesn't get any worse than that. R. Kelly, am I cool right now? I seem way more laid back than normal. Yeah, I'm all right, man. Like I said, I've been working a lot. I got a very physically and mentally challenging job for somebody my age. I mean, I'm 45 years old, man. I'm 45 years old, and people that work with me can tell you that I'm holding my own, man, and I'm holding my own with people that are 20 years younger than me. So, yeah, it's kind of laid me back a little bit. It's kind of given me a little bit more of a calmer disposition, I guess you could say. My text alerts is on? I don't know. You talking about from Instagram? Stone86? R2, respect. Tamara Tam, Sister Helen Pregene, yes. Okay, Tamara, if you're still on here, here's what I disagree with Sister Helen about. Sister Helen has had an agenda as a death row abolitionist for many decades, right? And when you have somebody that has that much of an agenda and they go around and they start fabricating stuff about people that are victims in order to basically further their agenda, you gotta like basically take it with a grain of salt. I'm sure that like Sister Helen's intentions are correct in a lot of what she does, and I believe that she's very passionate about what she thinks she's doing, but she is not a scientist. Okay, she is not a scientist. And for her to sit there and say, "Oh yeah, well all these women are lying. They're all lying." You got six women that are all pointing fingers at the same dude. Now the funny thing about all this, now follow me on this one, everybody. The funny thing about this Rodney Reed thing is people like Sister Helen Pregene and all the rest of them who are so quick to condemn Brett Kavanaugh, the new Supreme Court justice, over a woman's accusation. She just said, "Oh yeah, he raped me." And everybody said that we had to believe this woman, this Christina Blasey Ford, and that she was telling the truth. But yet she had no evidence. She couldn't even remember the house. Her dates were fuzzy, all that stuff like that. She didn't remember anything, right? But everybody said we have to believe her or we're scumbags for not believing her. And me, I just stayed neutral on the thing. I didn't comment 2 or 4 against Brett Kavanaugh because I don't know. He might have done it and he might not have. Who knows? You never know, right? But this dude, Rodney Reed, has a mountain of fucking DNA evidence against him. And this woman, like I said, Linda Schulter, pointed him out in a lineup. And they found her car that he stole as she ran away, parked not too far from where the other girl that he killed's truck was parked. But they found his DNA on the car. And they found his, and all that shit. So, for these people to come on record and say that this is all bullshit and they're all just framing this guy, for what reason? I mean, Rodney Reed's a nobody. He's a nobody. You know, and they want to say a race thing or something like that. Come on, dude. You know how many people of every color of the skin has been framed for a crime? I mean, a lot of us have been framed. I've had people frame me for some shit. I've had law enforcement frame me, you know, for stuff in jail, plant evidence and stuff in my cell. And I can't prove it, and there's nothing I could do about it. But this case is different, man. This dude has all these different women. And it's just hard to support it. See what else we got. Yeah, Dana, I gotta call Lance. I gotta call him actually. I've been neglecting to call him. I really need to call him. He went on lockdown 23-1 lately. I just seen it. And I was kind of going to let that sink in for a little while before he gets on Prison Break Raw. But it's done a lot to boost up his channel. So now we're going to get him on and we're going to talk to him. But I want to look at his video that he talked about with Josh, and I don't want to repeat the same shit. So I want to ask him a whole lot of different stuff. Yeah, Billy. Yeah, Lance is a good dude, man. I can't remember who plugged me into Big Lance. Somebody told me that he did a video, kind of like a reaction video to some of the less popular videos that I've done about certain people that we won't talk about right now because people get mad when I say it. So I'm not going to say it. So, you know. Douglas Fessler was cracking. Jacob Falquez. Cujo. Hello. Cujo. Is that, am I saying it right, Cujo? I see a pretty woman smiling on the image, on the icon. Daniel K was crackalacking. Base Chef, Petlan, no, it's not loading anymore, man. It's done. I'm in full mode playing Modern Warfare. I think I'm at like level 59. And in case of any of you are on Xbox, you could find me. My gamer tag is Blue Eyed Devil 13. I'll post it somewhere on my community board so you can see exactly how it's spelled. You'll know it's me when you'll see the image. Okay, Donald Sweet, Edward Piron from Canada, Rick, R. Kelly, what's up with all the Southsiders and all the hand movements when they're talking? I don't know, man. I don't know if that's really a Southsider thing or if it's just a human tick that we have. Or it's a way of like being an orator in a lot of like public speaking classes. You ever look at politicians? Most politicians don't just stand there and hold the podium, man. They're moving their hands and stuff because it's kind of like it keeps them grounded. This is what I've learned about speaking by using your hands. It keeps you grounded, it keeps you engaged, and it makes you appear to be alive to the audience as opposed to just standing there like all stiff and just like, yeah, talking. Some people could do that, but you tend to like bore people like with movements and stuff like that. It tends to kind of like keep the interest and keep like the movement actually continue, like stimulates the brains. It's things that I've heard. What's my opinion about Prince Andrew? I don't know. What about him? What'd he do? Is he another child molester? Probably. Well, he's just as bad as the rest if he is. Billy McFarland. Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, Tamara, talking about Sister Helen Prejean. Yeah, you just got to take her with a grain of salt. She's a death row abolitionist. So what do you think she's going to say? She's going to try to do anything and everything in her power to use her popularity and her clout to get anybody and everybody off death row. If that's how she can abolish the death penalty, is by finding loopholes in everybody on death row's case, well then, if somebody gets out on death row because of some kind of like, let's say Rodney Reed didn't have any of these other cases going at him, but he did these rapes. Let's say he did a couple other murders. They let him out and he does it again. He calls a call girl or something like that, goes on some website, dark web or whatever, finds himself a call girl, calls her, does the same thing to her, rapes her and kills her. Whose hands are bloody from that? All these people, right? You just got to think about all this shit. It's just like, I tend to believe that he's guilty because of all of the DNA evidence that's all over this woman's body and stuff, you know what I mean? And all of the other victims. It's just kind of like, it's kind of like you're killing a monster for a crime that he may not have committed, but he's still a monster. It's just like if you ram a stake through Dracula's heart for somebody you thought that Dracula bit and found out he didn't, he still bit a whole lot of other people. So it's kind of like, somebody like that has caused that much destruction on 6 different women and ruined their lives, one of them being a child. Where's their life has been taken from them too. Because I know a lot about sexual abuse as a child. You know what I mean? I will explain all of that down the road in a video and you'll understand it. But you don't understand how much damage that does to a child for their whole life. Their whole life they got to live with that death sentence every day, wondering if somebody's going to attack them, nightmares, PTSD, ruined relationships because they can't keep a good relationship because their mind's all jacked up from the experience. And what he did to that 12-year-old girl, he bit her, he sodomized her, all that stuff, man. Vicious shit. Vicious. You know what I'm saying? You got to ask yourself. If there was a person that deserved to die, it would be somebody like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, Billy McFarland, yeah. He's got 2 interviews with Lance. G. Cervantes, shout out from Sagra, Califas. That's up there. That's up north. What's up, my boy? Jesse G. Whatever message you oh, you retracted it yourself? Okay. Yeah, it's another one, Rick. You're right. I left that out so you don't lose your train of thought when you use your hands when you talk. It's right. It's true. Do an interview with K Frog. Yeah, K Frog wants to do an interview with me. I'll do an interview with K Frog. I think he's pretty entertaining, interesting cat. You know what I mean? Don't have nothing bad to say about K Frog at all. Like I said, man, these dudes that get on these channels, whatever they do, whatever their content is, I may not agree with it, but you could tell the difference between somebody that's like giving you shit that the system already knows and somebody that's giving you shit that the system don't know. If you've been in the system, you know what's already known and what's not known. For reals. You know, just a lot of yous haven't been in the system, so it's it's only natural that you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. But that's why people like me are here, to where whenever somebody puts out some content like that or does some stuff like that, it's not really clout chasing or jealous for me to like rebut or disagree with what that other person says. It's called having a difference of opinion, and it's called basically vlogging my opinion to all of you so that you can hear 2 sides to a story. I mean, it's kind of like censorship if you're going to bully somebody into not giving a critical opinion about another YouTuber or another social media personality. If we can't disagree, if we can't say, oh, I don't know, man, I don't think it's like that or this or that, well, then basically we have no freedom. And since I'm a libertarian, I believe in complete 100% uncontrolled freedom of speech. You know, I don't believe that anybody's words can harm you unless you choose to allow those person's words to harm you. So it's kind of like, to me, if somebody wants to be critical of me, talk shit about my crooked goatee, say that I'm fat and I only weigh like 190 pounds, seriously, and I'm 6 foot tall, right? And to do all these things, I just laugh, because if it don't apply, I just let it fly, right? But if somebody was to do a video on me, because a lot of people told me that I'm kind of mean spirited and negative when I'm roasting people, and that may be true, but the thing about it is in a lot of ways it's just tough love, hardcore criticism, and it shouldn't be considered to be that like mean spirited, because I never come on here and told you that I dislike any of these people I roast. I've actually extended my hand out to all of them, any of them, anybody that I ever roast. They want to roast me or they want to get at me and say, all right, man, it's cool, this and this and this and that. I'm with it, man. You know what I mean? I'll straight up, I'll connect with them. I'll talk to them. I've talked to a lot of people. You could talk to, what's his name? J-Rock. Me and J-Rock kind of had wasn't an issue, but we had a little bit of a disagreement. And we talked. I was actually going to get him on my show so that we could debate it, but it just never worked out that way. But I'd love to get somebody on my show and debate with me over my content. Anybody feels they, got the skills to step up to the plate and do that, if you're a troll or something, send me a message on IG. I'll pull you on my show. I'll pull you on, man, real quick. Okay, Al Carroll from Seattle. Thank you. Johannes Pema Lair, the true Royal Chomo comment you put up there. It's come out with the Epstein case. Sean Atwood does great work. Trump has him by the balls. Just wondering what will happen to him when he goes to prison. Who's going to prison? Trump? Trump ain't going to prison. I promise you that. I'm not a Trump supporter, but I know bullshit when I see it, man. And this whole media circus dealing with Trump is just all media bullshit, man. They're not going to do nothing to him. Do I know the O'Banion brothers from Norwalk? If they're in my same age group, I probably know them. Rick, I'll tell you, exposes way too much game. Is that Brian dude? What Brian dude? What's up, Wino? Glad to see you here. Oklahoma. What's cracking, homie? KY $ MKB. Well, you a real one too, brother. Thank you for sticking around. Oh, Prince Andrew's going to prison? I'd be curious to see how that really happens. But yeah, if he goes to prison, he'll be highly, highly protected. Straight up. Brian Button? I don't know, like, I'll have to watch his videos to see if he exposes anything. I haven't really gotten in everything that I have on Brian Button. I've actually talked to him on the phone. Pretty nice guy. He's got a pretty nice family. He's got a beautiful wife and family and everything. Whenever I see him, he's on my Facebook. Whenever I see him, he's just posting like positive motivational type of stuff. I don't know about. I'd have to look at some of his other stuff about exposing game though. But yeah, I've never seen Brian Button expose anything like that. But I have to go look, you know. I'm the first one to tell some of these dudes if you going over the line. You know, believe me when I tell you that I've told some other people a couple of times about going over the line on some shit, and they came at me real foul. Somebody in particular. A while ago, not too long ago. Well, several months ago, but yeah. But I was just like, all right. Oh yeah, that fight's on tonight, huh? Is it already started yet? I'm gonna end this before the fight starts. So if the fight's getting ready to start, somebody like throw it out there and say, "Hey JD, shut the fuck up. Fight's coming on." Because I don't want you to miss the. Oh, is Ruiz lost? Damn, really? That fight already happened? It's only 7 o'clock. He must have got knocked out fast. Damn. Well, that's too bad, man. I was kind of rooting for Ruiz. "21 seconds? Oh, okay. It's in Dubai. Oh, 12 rounds. So it went the distance? I have to go look at it, man. If it went the distance, then I'm pretty sure it's going to be a fight 3. Unless Wilder beats the brakes off of Joshua, which he probably will. Wilder's the truth, man. McGregor versus Cerrone. McGregor. But who knows, man? Joshua just ran and jabbed the whole fight. Yeah, well, he ain't gonna be able to run from fucking Wilder for very long. That boy's got fucking arms, long ass, straight flagpole arms, man. Just boom, boom. He reminds me. You know who Deontay Deontay Wilder reminds me of, yo, is you ever seen that Street Fighter character Dhalsim? The one fool. That's what Wilder reminds me of. His arms are so goddamn long. Wilder's gonna kill Joshua. Gonna kill him. Arms are too long, man. You can't run from a dude that has a reach like that. Yeah, man, that boy's reach must be like ridiculous. That's why he's so effective. Any heavyweight fighter that has the one thing people think about heavyweights, they got to be big, giant, fat dudes, man. That's good, like if you're a straight brawler, right? But if you're a tall, slanky kind of guy, you're hard to hit, man, and you're so long, your reach is so long that you can't even really get in on somebody like that. Even Tyson said it. It was that's why Douglas was so effective against Tyson. If anybody's ever seen that Douglas Tyson fight, Douglas was just using that reach, man. He was using those long ass arms to wear him down. I remember seeing that fight when I was a kid. We all thought it was going to be over, and then round 2 came, then round 3, then round 4, 5, and 6, and we're like, damn, man, this fool just might make it to 12 rounds. And he knocked Tyson out, and it was like the 9th round, 10th round. Bill Gates gave a lot of money. You know what's funny is when Trump became the president, the one thing you got to understand about Trump and all these people in the media and everything, they all used to be friends. They were all buddies once upon a time. And somewhere down the line, I think it had something to do with Obama, right? And this is what I actually believe happened. They invited Donald Trump to a White House luncheon or dinner one time, and it was a roast, right? It was a roasting. And some guy got up on there and started dissing Donald Trump. This is where I think it all started, okay? This is my theory of the whole thing. Somebody got on and started dissing Donald Trump at a roast. And if some of you remembers what I'm talking about, this fool was dissing him about running as a president, talking about, when you said you were going to run as a president, I just assumed you were running as a joke and all that stuff. And I think that was the moment that Trump was just like, all right, motherfuckers, all right, watch what I do. And I think he came out very effective with his strategy of pissing everybody off and throwing everybody off with his unorthodox style of communication. And don't think that he doesn't know what he's doing. He generates all this controversy for a reason. I'm going to be talking about neuro-linguistic programming and MK Ultra and all that kind of stuff. And people that have the ability to use these tools that involve emotional intelligence, the art of thinking, the 33 strategies of war and the 48 laws of power, that kind of stuff. Certain YouTube personalities use these same things. You'll understand how he won. And you'll understand why he's probably going to win again. But yeah, man, it's they're scared to death because he's got all kinds of secrets about a lot of people, man. A lot of people. He's got a lot of smut on a lot of people. And yeah. PsyOps. Yep. You know what I'm talking about. Fifth Angel. Rick, I don't not support Trump. I like I said, I'm not for or against anything of the government. I'm a libertarian, man. But I'll tell you this much. The one thing that I can say about Trump is he has made the economy a hell of a lot better. He has done that. He's actually probably even made the country a lot safer. Because you got to ask, like, he's been in power for almost 4 years, and there hasn't been one single terrorist attack in this country. Not one. Not one. The last president we had, Obama, there was several terrorist attacks during the whole time he was president. You know what I mean? You had the Boston City Marathon, the bombing. You had that nightclub. You had that what was it, a care facility in California where they went in there and shot all those people that had disabilities. Several other things that happened. Freaking Sandy Hook, all kinds of different stuff. It's like, well, maybe not Sandy Hook, but the only thing that I've seen that's been going on with Trump is that like all these different weird, unexplained shootings that I don't know, man. I'm tending to believe that a lot of them are bullshit. Like that one in Las Vegas. A lot of fucking weird stuff involving that. And you notice how it just went away? That one that happened in Vegas, it just went away, man. Like it's not even talked about anymore at all. It's like, what was he doing up there? How did he get all that firepower up there? Who was he working with and why did he do what he did? It's just, it's got to make you wonder, you know, what was really going on with all that shit. It's weird. And then the guy that went into Walmart in Texas, I seen pictures where the guy that went in there and did the shooting had cargo pants on. And the kid that they arrested didn't have cargo pants on. It's kind of strange, man. It's really odd how all this stuff is going on. But yeah. Yeah, Rick, like I said, I mean, the one thing that I could say is like, that I've noticed in the industry that I work in and stuff like that, Trump has done a lot that has actually benefited people that are of the middle class. Like the amount of money that I make, I'm considered to be middle class, right? And the taxes are a lot lower, and I'm not getting penalized for the months that I didn't have health insurance. When I file for my taxes, I don't get penalized for it, but I still get to. I mean, I don't know if that's kicked in yet. I didn't get penalized last year, and there was a couple of months I didn't have health insurance, so I don't know if that kicked in or not. But yeah, he's done. I'm the one that gives credit to where credit's due to any president when they've done something good. The one thing I could say about Obama that he did good is he took the restriction off of people when they go from federal prison to the halfway house. You couldn't before you weren't able to get a Pell Grant or a student loan to go to school. Obama changed that to where you can get a Pell Grant and a student loan to go to school. So I give credit to all of them when credit is due, but I don't really stand behind either political party. I'm a real libertarian, and I'm not like all these people that jump ship from their other parties and join the Libertarian Party. It's not very libertarian, the Libertarian Party, I'll tell you. Because there's a lot of things that their beliefs, like they don't believe that a felon should have a right to vote. Some people in the Libertarian Party, that's not very libertarian at all. You know what I mean? So I'm libertarian to the degree where I believe that if I'm paying the government my tax money for everything and anything that I do, then it's an investment. I look at it as like an investment. I'm investing my money in you to make me better and to make the place that I live in better. That's the whole purpose of the government. But instead, we pay all this money to them so that they could support all their shit and they can blow it and throw it away on all these stupid projects and everything that they do. And that our Congress makes, what, $200,000 a year? By the time somebody leaves the Congress, they're almost a millionaire, right? They're not really fucking taxed. They don't pay for their health insurance. You know, it's like that one, what's her name? That fucking, what is her name? Ocasio-Cortez. Dumb as a box of fucking rocks, right? Doesn't know shit from Shinola about government. Got voted in just because of the optics, by the way. And now she's making $200,000 a year. She's going to be damn near a millionaire by the time she leaves, right? And she doesn't pay for shit, really. Nothing. And she talks about she's anti-gun, yet she's got a whole team of armed with like 60-round freaking ammunition clip guns, armed guards following her around. Free airplane, like jet rides all over the country to support different candidates and stuff like that. She should have to pay for all that shit, you know? I did think that was funny that one time when those people in Congress, they were trying to travel to, where was it, Afghanistan? And Trump fucking told them to fucking order their own plane tickets somewhere else. And shut their flights down. Said, well, if the government shut down, then you ain't flying. Simple as that. Was funny. That was classic. That kind of shit I appreciate. I think it's funny. But yeah, he's funny, man. His presidency's funny as fuck. But I don't support government at all. I don't like government, man. It's unnecessary in a lot of concerns in our lives. All right, Wino. Up there in Norwalk. Do I believe in aliens? I seen a UFO one time, man. Or I seen something I couldn't explain. And yeah, it's crazy. All right. Yeah. Hey, Wino, ask the homies you're with right there, what's up with Camel? Fuck, I haven't seen Camel in years. What's up with Camel? What's up with Spider? Spider from the One Ways. Or Stomper from the Dukes and his brother. Fuck, I can't remember his brother's name. I can't believe I forgot that fool's name. I was locked up with him. I've seen some graffiti artists in prison, but they keep a low pro. There you go, Viking. Things are all right. Like I said, you guys got to forgive me, man. Camel's locked up. Spider, no idea. All right. You guys got to forgive me about neglecting on my videos, man. I work about like anywhere from 9 to 10 hours, 5 days a week. And I'm not a young man anymore, man. It kind of drains me out. I'm not gonna lie. But I've been playing this Modern Warfare a lot because I feel if I spend all this money on this stuff, might as well enjoy it, right? And I'll just let it sit there and collect dust. But like I said, I got this video coming out later on tonight or tomorrow. It should drop because I'm using Wi-Fi to upload it. It's fucking barely at like 2%. I don't know what's going on. I'm telling you, this internet. But whatchamacallit? Yeah, I got some other stuff I'm gonna be dropping and get it to you. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and tune out, man. I've been on here for almost an hour. I'm not gonna talk you heads off any longer. Sniper from the One Ways. Sniper. Man, I can't remember that fool's name. Stomper's brother from the Dukes. Can't believe I forgot that. It's really... amplify my Wi-Fi. Yeah, I guess I'll look into that. Johannes from Holland. All right, man. You guys all have a good night. Rick, what did Joan Rivers say? Let me back it up. Talking about how she's talking about Obama's married to a man. I heard that once before. Yeah. All right, man. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to check out the merch. I've actually been looking at my Teespring account and noticed there's a lot of yous out there that ain't been picking up the the Prison Break Raw merch. It's got that promo on there, man. It's like 20% off or something. That was the highest percentage they were going to let me take off. So, I mean, I basically don't make much on it. I just want, I just want you guys to have some good looking shirts, some good looking hoodies and sweaters for this winter, and get you a coffee mug. Prison Break Raw coffee mug. Also, get you a sticker. It looks kind of like that. Get the merch, man. Get it. Support the cause. Support the Prison Break Raw movement. It's not that I really need the money, but actually, the money that you guys spend on buying Prison Break Raw merch actually goes to good causes, because I use it to, write people that are locked up, or I'll feed people that are less fortunate, or I'll do whatever's. But I mean, I'm not hurting for money. I don't need to pay my rent with the merch. I'm not asking you guys. I'm not charging you like $5 to ask me a question or whatnot. Like I said, man, this YouTube thing, it's a hobby for me. I like to be the guy that gives you that opposite opinion of everybody else. I like to be that guy that touches on shit that a lot of other people ain't gonna touch on. Draws a lot of heat to my channel. Like I said before, I could go the route that a lot of other people do, and I could probably be sitting at about 200,000 subscribers right now. But to me, it's not about them. It's about the quality of the content, not the quantity. And it's about the quality of my subscribers, not the quantity. I mean, somebody can have like 1 million subscribers, but not all 1 million people watch your videos. I mean, think about it. I did an Antifa video and I got 125,000 views, but I don't have 125,000 subscribers. So I don't really look at all those numbers. I look at what you respond to as far as the videos that I put out. And that's the kind of stuff that I'll put out. And I also put out more stuff that you might be interested in. But yeah, catch up on all the episodes that I've already put out there. Like I said, I got another one dropping that I did. I actually redid it. I did it originally about the social justice warrior that I dated. But yeah, check it out, man. It should be coming out here pretty soon. And remember, Prison Break Raw, uncut, uncensored, no holds barred, non-sugarcoat, non-politically correct, all up in your face, slapping you with that non-politically correct dick of reality, libertarian dick of reality. And I'm out.